In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to divide fractions or rationals, and we are going to apply the keep it, change it, flip it method. So let me show you what that looks like. And then we're going to just simply follow our multiplication steps. All right, so what we're going to do first, we're going to keep the first fraction. So 2 times x minus 3 divided by x plus 5. We change this division to multiplication, and then you are going to flip this fraction upside down. So we have x plus 5 on top and x plus 3 on the bottom. So when you flip a fraction upside down, you're actually using a reciprocal. Now we are going to multiply straight across, create one fraction, but when we multiply, we want to keep all of our terms separated with parentheses here. We don't want to actually multiply them out. So we have x plus 5 on the bottom times x plus 3. Now at this point, we are going to look for matches top and bottom. See if we have any matching terms on the top and the bottom. And I do. I have an x plus 5 here and x plus 5 here. Those cancel. And so that's leaves us with 2 times x minus 3 on top, and then x plus 3 on the bottom. And sometimes they might have you actually multiply this out. Sometimes they might say multiply this out, 2x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. So just know that these two are the same answers. So what does that look like in Desmos? Well, let's look at what we have here. Now, I have already put in my answer choice, not multiplied out. And then what I'm going to do is type in my problem. Now, when you type in your problem, it's going to look like a really funky looking fraction. So 2 parentheses x minus 3 divided by x plus 5. Let me jump over to the right, and then we hit the division sign. Now, when we hit the division sign, it creates one giant fraction bar at the bottom. So it's like you're going to have a fraction divided by another fraction. So just keep typing it in just like you see it. X plus 3 divided by x plus 5. Oops, we forgot our x right there. X plus 5. There we go. So now let's see if our graph in green matches up our answer. And you can see here, I know that's kind of hard to tell. See how we have the blue graph and then the green graph? They both match. When you get matching graphs, you know your answer is 100% correct. All right, let's take a look at another example. All right, example 2, we're going to do the keep it, change it, flip it. So we're going to keep the first fraction, x minus 11. If you want to put it in parentheses, you can. Divided by 3. Change this to multiplication. And then we apply the reciprocal, or we flip that fraction upside down. 9 times 5, or 9 divided by, 5 times x minus 11. And really at this point, if you wanted to, you could just create one giant fraction bar like this and just put everybody in parentheses. That way you don't have to rewrite everything. And then we just cross out our matches, right? We can cross out x minus 11. I can also reduce 9 divided by 3, right? 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 9 3 times, and that only leaves me with 2 things. That leaves me with 3 on top and 5 on bottom, and this would be your answer, 3/5. All right, one more. So we're going to keep it, change it, flip it. So we keep this here. We're going to factor this guy right here. This is 2 times x minus 8. Change it to multiplication. And then we're going to flip this upside down. Now, before we flip this upside down, we have to factor this here. And so we're going to factor that by doing x minus 8 times x minus 2. So now we can flip everything upside down. So the x minus 8 goes on top times x minus 2. And then we have x minus 2 that goes on bottom. And instead of rewriting everything, we're just going to say, okay, we have one giant fraction now. Put everybody in parentheses. And then we can start crossing out our matches top and bottom. So I have x minus 2 on top and bottom, x minus 8 on top and bottom, and I can reduce 10 divided by 2, which gives me an answer of 5.